Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Buffett and Beyond Research Saturday Market Recap Letter. This is July 29th, 2023, and it's the last Saturday in the month of July. And remember, folks, if you want to live on the beach like Jimmy Buffett over here, you've got to learn how to invest like Warren Buffett. In fact, you've got to learn how to invest even better than Warren Buffett. And, folks, Debbie with the Y took a picture of this eagle sitting in a tree overlooking the ocean, evidently looking for a fish to catch. And the reason we put this picture in there is because the market is flying as high as an eagle. Oh, let's look at it, folks. The market continues its winning ways as the Fed raises interest rates as expected. The S&P is up almost 20% year to date. How can you believe that? And our weekly stock analysis video, well, Coca-Cola beats both on earnings and revenues. And surprisingly enough, this may not be the best stock for your growth portfolio, even though Warren Buffett drinks a few cans of it a day. He also owns the stock, but the question is, should you? Now, our ETF video, we take our favorite ETFs, and then we take the top stocks from each of those ETFs and form a brand new portfolio with all those stocks, which on average is up, or are up, I should say, 65% year to date. And as the song says, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. And let's look at the market here. And folks, it looks like it really hasn't gone any place over the past 6 or 7 days in here. And we had the one fall on Thursday and then the rebound on Friday. So we're sitting right in here. And down here, our intermediate term indicator is braided. And what's braided means is doing exactly what you see here. It is just not telling us that it wants to go down. It's telling us that there's some strong stocks in here yet. And when we look at the S&P 500, which is the black line, and then we look at the S&P 500 equally weighted indicator, we see that when the market fell on Thursday and then started and came back on Friday, it didn't come back as much as the peak that it had on Wednesday before it fell on Thursday and then came back on Friday. So that has us a little bit worried here. And when we look at the candlesticks of the S&P 500, we see the market making a new high in here, but yet this indicator up here is starting to point down. Now, this indicator up here is a very, very short-term signal. So in a good market, it might last only a day or 2 days or 3 days. In a bad market, it lasts only 1 or 2 days. So we'll see. It all depends back all the way down here. It depends on what the market does as far as the intermediate term indicator goes. And it looked like on Thursday it would cross below the red line right in here. And now for Friday it looks like it's picking back up again. But we can see the slope of this line is down, so the market is losing a little bit of momentum. However, when we go to the QQQs, the NASDAQ 100, it came down and it tested its 20-day exponential moving average. And this right up here, folks, this is giving us a buy signal. So the S&P is wishy-washy in there, and the QQQs fell a couple of days this past week, but now it picked up again, so now we have a short-term buy signal in here. However, the intermediate term indicator down here still pointing down, but boy, it looks like it's turning in here, doesn't it? So we are in the part of the month where the market makes a low. We call it a pit bull low, and it's right here. That happened on Thursday. And then for the next day or two at the end of the month, it tends to rise. I'm talking about the general market. And then for the first and second day of the new month, it has a tendency, the market has a tendency to rise as new money comes in those of pension accounts and IRA accounts. So we might see some bullishness next week, which would be nice because we would love to see this trend continue, folks. So we'll see what happens, but the market's looking really pretty good right now. And portfolio protection, yep, last week one of our options expired, so we went out and we bought this October SPY 410 put, which did not cost us very much at all. That's how positive everybody is on the market. Even though we hear a lot of money managers not so much this past week, but the week before, a lot of them had not committed all their money to the market, and therefore, with the market continuing to go up, they have to be able to get into the market and buy stocks, and that's why we're seeing this rally. So, folks, we had a good week. We had a good month. We had a good first part of this year with the market up, or the S&P up almost 20%. So if you want to live on this beach like Jimmy Buffett, you've got to learn how to invest even better than Warren Buffett. All right, folks, go to our website, buffettandbeyond.com, and sign up for our 2-week trial subscription. And, folks, we'll see you there.